What's going on, everybody? DJ Mines here. So look, today's video is going to be informal. It's going to be walking around my house outside maybe, and I'm just going to talk about GPU mining. I keep getting the same comment, DJ, you're not making crypto mining videos. That's fair. I have been away for the last 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and then I've been door dashing and stuff. So I have been, not making as many crypto videos. So let's talk about it, man. You got Kaspa mooning, you got Neoxa mooning. Wow, we got Dynex going up like crazy. I think Nexa has been having some crazy pumps. And this is all after Cortex had its pump not that long ago. So there's definitely a lot of optimism and hope. And I'm certainly hopeful for that. I did do a live stream on Friday if you missed that. And I talked about it, man. Like, it's good times right now for GPU mining. It's looking really good. The thing is, will it sustain? I don't know. So you might be wondering, like, have I turned on all these GPUs? No. Absolutely not. Not at the moment. And hear me out on that. Hear me out. I'm still excited, man. And I'm definitely starting to feel that euphoria. You know what I'm talking about, guys. You know that euphoria when you're starting to see, okay, we might be making some money here. We might be making some cash, right? The thing is, right, and I've been saying this for quite some time, I don't like to chase the pump. The pump kind of has to prove that it's legit to me, for my style. So, if you start seeing Neoxa shoot to the moon, is that the time to mine it? No. For me. Right? If you start seeing Kaspa go crazy for quite some time, is it the time to get into it and start mining it? For me, no. But there are some great opportunities for mining, I personally think. Like Flux right now is down so much, dude. So much. I think it's like 2.5 megasouls. At one point, it was a little bit lower. And it kind of varies depending on when you're watching this video. So I think Flux is really good. If you like Ergo, I think Ergo is a great time, man, because it's really about the yield. Unless you're going to sell every single day, right? Like, yeah, you could get caught up in this. Oh my God, Kaspa just went up 40%. I mean, that's great, right? If you were in it before the pumps. But if you try getting into it while it's pumping like wild, I mean, how much are you really going to make? I don't know. That kind of depends on your rig size. That kind of depends on, are you a large miner? Are you a small time miner? Do you only have a rig or two? I mean, are you going to make an extra $2 or dollar or whatever? I mean, maybe that's cool for you and you want to chase that. But I don't really like that style. I prefer yield, right? It's all about how many coins can I get, because I'm not selling these coins. And again, if you are selling them every single day, then yeah, that matters a lot, like these massive pumps. And certainly, if I was holding Kaspa for a while, when Suntech was talking about it, I knew about it back then. I just didn't really care. And, so many people talking about Kaspa the last few months. If you've been holding since then wow, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to start selling. Of course, that'll become a taxable event, so that is something to consider. But I'm not ever scared of taxes. I think if your concern is, oh, I have to pay taxes on this, you're in a good position, because that means you made a lot of money, right? So you want to be the guy that's making extra money that has to pay maybe 20 or 30% of his extra gains that other people aren't getting in taxes, rather than the guy who's making jack shit, right? And gets to get a tax return. But that's a totally different video. So let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about some of these coins that have been pumping. Dynex. Dynex has been looking very interesting, very appealing to me. Why? Because they're talking about AI. Now, is this going to be legitimate? I have no idea, right? This could be a huge rug pull. I don't know. But it has that AI, right, that they're talking about. I forget how they word it. They don't word it as artificial intelligence. They worded it some weird saying, and I'll try to look that up later. Hit me up in Discord, I'll tell you. But their website is beyond ambitious. They're talking about taking, really old hardware and just, I don't know. There wasn't a particular number. The way I read it was like a 2 to 3x on your old ass hardware for the hash rate. And it sounds really good, right? And it sounds like they're going to try to support that AI, because if you think about it, right, what was the big stuff in the last bull run? It was crypto and it was metaverse, right? I think this next bull run is going to all be about AI. I mean, you can already see, man, we're in the bear market and everybody's talking about AI. Maybe not in the crypto space as much, but as far as like normal people and investors and stuff, everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. So just having that play, just having that name behind it, whether it's actually true or it's not, I think it sells a lot better. And so that's something that I'm considering looking at even further. Anything or talking about AI is what I'm like, okay, this is where I want to at least look into it. Again, could Dynex be a rug pull? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know, right? But I'm certainly wanting to turn a rig on, and I think it's worth it for the long term, at least for me, to just let Dynex roll out, right? Render. I mean, that one's not GPU mineable or anything, but they're talking about AI. It is a cryptocurrency. So that's something that I like to hear. It's something that I like to think about is what is that next big play before everybody's talking about it. And again, everybody is talking about Dynex, but I don't think they will be in the next 6 months. I could be completely wrong. And God, I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope that all these proof of work coins that are pumping right now are sustainable. God, it'd be great to have the next Ethereum, wouldn't it? Or multiple Ethereums, or like multiple coins that are earning $5, $6, $7 like we used to on our graphics cards. That would be so cool, man, because it's great. I know for a lot of people, earning 10 cents a day is awesome. For me, it's not really worth it. Right? I think it's just too high risky on brand new proof of work coins for me at this moment. But do not be mistaken. I am closely watching. I'm watching everybody's videos, and I'm ready just like you to turn the hash rate on. But that's kind of the problem, right? There's so many people just like me. I'm a smallish miner, right? Got like 10 gigahash equivalent of Ethereum, so like roughly 200 GPUs or so. But I'm ready to turn on at any moment. And again, that's kind of the problem, right? Like if we really start making some serious money, I'm not talking about 5, 10, 15 cents. I'm talking about real money, right? All of a sudden you start seeing your 3070 rig is making 10, 20 bucks a day. People like me, people way bigger than me, we're all going to turn on. And then are you still going to have those gains, right? I'm not really sure. So I can definitely see the benefits of mining right now. It is riskier because you're not yielding jack shit, right? If you were getting massive yields and it was worth a lot, I would really understand that. But I'm not seeing massive yields. I'm just seeing really nice target prices on these cryptos. So let me know what you think on that, chat. Like, what is your strategy? Because there's no right or wrong strategy, man. Everybody's right eventually. If you're bullish, you'll be right eventually. If you're bearish, you'll be right eventually, right? So it just depends. What is your risk tolerance? For me, in this market, I don't feel comfortable holding these coins. Like if I'm holding Bitcoin, I'm good with that, right? Maybe you could use a mineable. I think the fees are really high on a mineable, but it's something I have considered. I kind of prefer two miners. When I was doing two miners, like Ethereum and getting that auto swap to Bitcoin, I actually think that's probably more beneficial. Now, obviously that depends on which coin you're using. I know on mineable, a lot of people do tend to like that, but for me, the fees are just not worth it, right? So it just kind of depends on that. And either way, guys, it is exciting times, and it's certainly a step in the right direction. And I do want to turn on more rigs and stuff, but that electric bill, man, it is not something that I'm willing to mess around with for, the hopes and dreams. But, if this keeps going on, right? If this rallies for another month or two, or definitely if it rallies for another 3 months, that's when I'm like, okay, this looks legit, because I do believe that the bull run is almost here. I genuinely believe it, man. I think by the end of this year, we're going to start seeing some really solid gains, whether that's stocks, whether that's crypto, whether that's AI, whatever it is, right? I think more towards the end of this year, and certainly next year, we're going to make a shitload of money. So it just depends, what is the best thing for you in your situation? Are you buying the coin? Are you trying to mine the coin? I think right now, if I had a choice, right? If I was interested in the coins that are not hot, meaning Raven coin, meaning Flux, meaning Ergo, these kind of coins that are still good, but nobody's really talking about them, I would certainly say mine away because the yield is really good. But if you're more interested with your strategy and getting a bunch of Neoxa or the hot coins, right? The coins that everybody's looking at, Kaspa and all these coins, I don't think mining those would make a lot of sense compared to just outright buying the coin. So let me know if you agree with that. I still think there's good situations to mine, and there's other situations where you should buy it. It just depends if you're looking at the shiny object that everybody else is looking at, or you're looking more like, dude, it's only a matter of time until this Cadena goes up kind of deal. And I do think Cadena will go up. Handshake, right? Like the K7s, man. Like people aren't talking about this. Oh, God. Oh, I said Handshake. That would be the HS3, I apologize, whatever, Nervo, stuff like that, right, that people aren't really talking about. I think that's where the next pumps will be, but you're going to have to wait a lot longer. It's going to be, like Flux, going to take a long time to make money. I've rambled enough. I love every single one of you. I know this wasn't the greatest mining video, but it was talking about mining, and hey, we're almost there, boys. You never know. It's got to prove it a little bit more to me for me to really turn my rigs on. But then other people will also turn the rigs on. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the end. I love every single one of you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Mines, signing out.